Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in a tranquil valley, lived a wise old sage. Despite being renowned for his insight and wisdom, the sage maintained a humble life, spending his days silently contemplating the mysteries of existence. People from near and far would come seeking his counsel on matters great and small, often leaving with an enlightened mind and a light heart. One day, a restless and curious individual visited the sage. This person was known for their incessant chattering and was always eager to share tales of their travels, observations, and opinions with anyone who would listen. Yet deep inside, there was a nagging discontent, a void that the ceaseless talk could not fill. After observing the newcomer for a while, the sage offered a challenge. For 7 days, live in silence. Each day at sunrise, I will share a wisdom with you. But remember, these are not tales to tell but truths to live. On the first day, as the sun kissed the horizon, the sage said, "Never share others' secrets. What is told in confidence should remain in confidence. Betraying trust sows seeds of discord and destroys relationships." The talkative individual nodded, internalizing the lesson. On the second day, the sage shared, "Do not reveal your every plan. Not everyone wishes for your success, and sharing your intentions can invite unneeded obstacles. Instead, let your accomplishments speak for themselves." Again, the individual nodded, this time a bit more thoughtfully. On the third day, the sage said, "Avoid sharing your personal grievances and grudges to others. Spreading negativity only fuels bitterness and does not resolve conflicts. Seek reconciliation or release, but do not let the poison spread." Once more, the individual took the wisdom to heart. On the fourth day, the sage imparted, "Don't broadcast your acts of kindness. True generosity seeks no reward or acknowledgement. Let the act be its own reward, and let your deeds create ripples of goodwill, unseen but deeply felt." The individual felt a profound sense of peace, beginning to comprehend the depth of the wisdom being shared. On the fifth day, the sage advised, "Abstain from discussing others' faults and flaws. It is a destructive habit that leads to arrogance and resentment. Instead, seek to understand and empathize. For we are all human and equally imperfect." A sense of empathy washed over the individual, enhancing their understanding. On the sixth day, the sage counseled, "Never voice your fears without reason. Voicing them often amplifies their power over you. Instead, seek to understand their root and confront them courageously." The individual, for the first time in their life, began to feel the strength in silence and introspection. On the seventh day, as the sun rose in a brilliant symphony of colors, the sage shared the final wisdom: refrain from making your wealth or possessions a topic of conversation. They do not define your worth or character, and their flaunting invites envy and materialism. True wealth lies within your heart and mind, not in your treasury. With that, the week of silence ended, and the individual was transformed. No longer did they feel the compulsion to fill the silence with words. They found contentment in stillness, wisdom in introspection, and the strength in silent resilience. They thanked the sage and departed, not with a story to tell, but with a profound understanding to live. And so, the story illustrates the 7 things we should keep to ourselves, not as secrets, but as principles for a harmonious and respectful life. Like the individual in the story, may we find the wisdom and strength in these principles, living a life filled with peace, understanding, and respect for one another. As we conclude this enlightening tale, it's clear that the wisdom it holds is more than mere secrecy. It's about fostering respect, empathy, and mindfulness in life. Here are some brief reflections on the sage's advice. 1. Honor others' secrets. Trust is a privilege, not a tool for exploitation. 2. Keep your plans to yourself until they come to fruition, focusing your energy on your goals, not on others' opinions. 3. Instead of airing grievances, choose open communication or peaceful release. Avoid the cycle of negativity. 4. Perform acts of kindness without seeking recognition. The joy of giving is reward enough. 5. Avoid highlighting others' faults. Embrace empathy and understanding. We're all on a path of growth. 6. Don't amplify your fears by voicing them recklessly. Instead, confront and overcome them courageously. 7. Refrain from flaunting wealth or possessions. True value lies in character, not material wealth.